93 Boxing. I'm back with another video. Adrien Broner versus Jessie Vargas post-fight thought. I know it's a late post-fight thought. I have given my opinion on Steemit. Steemit.com. My account is SI93 Boxing. You can just type in SI93 Boxing Steemit. I've given my thoughts on it. I thought it was a brilliant fight. I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially in the late half of the fight. They both came to fight. And aside from what Broner said in the post-fight interview or whatever, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a really good fight. I thought Broner improved, and I felt like Broner won the fight. Broner, in my opinion, won the fight. It was a really close fight. It was convincing that... I mean, it was close, but I felt like it was convincing that Broner won. I felt like he landed the cleaner shots. Jessie Vargas landed a lot of clean shots as well, but Broner did more of it. Broner landed more cleaner shots. And a lot of shots that Vargas landed, it wasn't really... It was either partially landing or, he was blocking. He landed a lot of body shots, but I feel like Broner did more of every work. Jab, power shots, even, I think body shots, he might have even landed more. Vargas was a guy that, he looked like he was doing more, but I feel like Broner was the one that was doing more real work. And, yeah, I gave him 7-5, maybe even 8-4, but I'm convinced, like, in my opinion, I'm sure he got a 75 win. Like, that's just my honest opinion. At least 75. It kind of like the Canelo and Triple G fight, where Triple G was looking like he was doing more work than Canelo Alvarez, but the truth is Canelo was doing more work. He was doing the more effective work. Yeah, man. I think Broner did improve. Him with Kevin Cunningham. I think it's a good fit. Broner apparently has some other things going on, and it's easy for us to say, oh, why don't just leave them? But at the same time, one of the guys in Team Broner was saying that it's hard to leave those things because, once you get involved with certain things, it's very hard to leave them. It's like, you met with a person. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like you can see what I'm saying, right? It's hard to leave just something just like that. They keep following you. They keep following you, even if you're trying to leave. So, yeah, man. I'm happy that Broner performed better. A lot of people are disappointed with Broner, and I think Broner could have done slightly better, but I thought Broner did enough to win. I'm okay with a draw, because either fighter that would have lost, it would have been bad for them. I just thought it would have been bad for them because each one of them was kind of almost one loss away from being a gatekeeper, and Broner was coming off a loss, and I couldn't believe he even took the Jessie Vargas fight for coming off a loss, But yeah, man, they both did good work. They both were good fighters. They're good level fighters, man. I say B level fighters. They're not C level fighters or below. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you think Broner should fight. I feel Broner should fight. Who should he fight? Broner needs to fight guys that are, like, in my opinion, pressure fight. I mean, fighters that have a high work rate, but not an A level fighter that has, or a B plus level fighter that has a high work rate, because that's really his main problem. Dealing with work rate. He does spectacularly when he throws, but he doesn't throw enough. And his main problem is his opponents throwing and landing way too many, more than what Broner is landing at. Even though Broner is more accurate. So what he has to do, he has to fight like B minus level fighters and get used to guys that are throwing a lot of shots, and landing quite a bit as well. You will be able to, if he tries to get used to those guys and throwing a lot of punches, I feel like that mental block that he has of not throwing punches, I think it came from the Maidana fight. The mental block that he had since then, it will reduce. I feel like it will reduce. In his practice. Should there be a rematch? I think a rematch could benefit Adrien Broner, I think, but Broner didn't seem too interested in the rematch though, to be honest with you. But I feel like if the rematch presents itself, Broner will probably take the fight, and I think he could definitely get a more convincing win than than the draw that he earned, because it was a draw. It was a majority draw. Yeah, man, let me know what you think. Who should Jessie Vargas fight next? Actually, that's a good point. Jessie Vargas, I feel like has because Broner's been on a higher level, as he's considered a higher level. You know, he's sold more. He was considered the next Floyd. He's been up in there with some good names, a lot of good names. You know, and he was looked at so high. So it's almost like Broner had a lot more to lose than Jessie Vargas. So Jessie Vargas, in a sense, can take more chances. But although, you know, he can't take too many chances because too many losses in this game, and you get considered a gatekeeper. Jessie Vargas could fight. I mean, you know, they're trying to say that Jessie Vargas and Keith Thurman was trying to, you know, create a fight, but it didn't go through. That fight, maybe Jessie Vargas can try push that because Keith Thurman's been injured and been inactive for a long time. He's not going to jump in with Errol Spence. He's not going to jump in with any top fighter, like a rematch with Porter or Garcia. He's not going to do that. He will be prepared if he will take his time to get one of those big fights. So he could try push the Keith Thurman fight, but the thing is, Jessie Vargas is still a good fighter, and he's a risk for anyone. Jessie Vargas is a risk for anyone that he fights at 147 because, you know, he has pop on his punches. He has some decent speed. He has some decent boxing skills. He's tall. He's got, you know, a lot of fighters that are brawlers and everything that tough. They have, I mean, some fighters, you know, they throw loads of hooks and whatever. A lot of people don't throw straight punches. And Jessie Vargas, with his long reach, he does throw a lot of straight punches. And yeah, man. So I feel like Jessie Vargas could take the Keith Thurman fight. He could actually go against Thurman, Porter maybe. There's a fight with Adrien Granados that he could maybe take. I mean, Adrien Granados did fight at 147, I believe, against Sean Porter, right? And it was a very close fight. I thought it was a close fight. Maybe Porter edged it a bit. I didn't watch it too many times. I only watched it once, and I wasn't really scoring it seriously. But I felt like it was a really close fight. Jessie Vargas could be fighting him. You know, one person that he could fight, right? I would say is Amir Khan. And hear me out, why? Amir Khan's been inactive for 2 years, and I know he fought Phil LaGreco and whatever. He destroyed him, right? It was a really good performance, but he didn't get any rounds in. Right? He didn't get hit in the fight. He didn't get any rounds in. Like, I feel like it's almost, you know, even though he's been in this, he just had a fight recently, ring rust could show up in his next fight because he didn't really do a round in this fight. It wasn't really a fight for him, you know. So Amir Khan's still kind of like, he might have some ring rust, and Jessie Vargas could really get that. I think he could do well. It'd be a good fight. If he loses, it might be bad for him. I don't know. It depends how he loses. Because a lot of times Amir Khan, when he beats these guys, sometimes he can beat these guys better than what people expect. And he's done that many times in his career. So, I don't really know. I don't really know what... I don't know, man. I think Amir Khan can do well. I think Amir Khan can do well. But Jessie Vargas can do well as well. He's been more active. Yeah, man. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, 93 Boxing. I'm out.